Hello, my shining stars. Welcome to the first lunar day channel. My name is Julia, and here is your horoscope for May 2025. The first zodiac is Aries. Hello, my shining stars, Aries. Here is your horoscope for May 2025. The stars are literally shaking up your world, especially your finances, your confidence, and your sense of who you are at your core. Let's walk through it together. From May 1st to 12th, Uranus conjuncts Algol in Taurus in your second house. This is a major shakeup of your money and values zone. Uranus, the rebel, joins forces with Algol, the storm bringer, and it may feel like the ground beneath your feet is trembling. Sudden financial twists, changes in income, or deep revelations about your self-worth can emerge. It's not the time to cling to outdated definitions of success. Instead, ask yourself, what do I truly value? It's more like the universe is saying, hey, stop playing small. You're meant to be sovereign, not stuck. Expect surprises around income, sudden shifts in what you value, and maybe even a push to let go of something that is no longer supporting your worth. You can use your voice and your talents to win the battles and destroy what drains you or your enemies. I have a separate video about Algol star on my channel. Please check it out. Its effect will be very powerful during May and June, especially if you have this fixed star Algol in your birth chart. On May 2nd, Venus conjuncts Neptune and Aries in your first house. It's super dreamy, super magnetic, and your aura glowing. But don't get swept away in fantasy, especially in love or money. Venus-Neptune can blur lines. Let your heart open, but keep your eyes gently aware. This is a perfect time for creativity, imagination, and tapping into a higher version, but stay grounded. Your head may be in the clouds, but your feet need to stay on the earth, on the ground. From May 4th to June 1st, Pluto starts its retrograde phase on Aquarius in your house 11. Pluto brings its underworld journey to your house of friendship, groups, clubs, future goals, third marriage. Some alliances may fall away, especially if they're not aligned with your growth and with your beliefs. But don't stress. It's clearing the path for the new connections that match your fire, your passion. You are being called to lead, not follow. All dynamics in the club or community, or even in the third marriage or in the church, may resurface. Face them with clarity and power. On May 10th, Mercury enters your second house. You might turn towards practical matters, budgeting, earning, and long-term security or safety, comfort. Perfect time to talk about business, negotiate the deals, or just figure out what you truly value. Be ready for new job offers or conversations around money or possessions, your talents. What you say now carries weight, especially when it comes to your security and self-esteem. On May 12th, there is a full moon in Scorpio with the black moon Lilith in the 8th house. It's deep, it's raw, and it's transformational. A powerful full moon rises in your zone of intimacy, shared resources, your financial house, and emotional depth, supercharged by Lilith, the black moon. About the black moon Lilith, I have a separate video on my channel. If you're interested, please know from where to expect sudden changes and some temptations. Mercury squares Pluto and opposes Lilith, bringing the potential for emotional confrontations, power struggles, conflicts at work or with your partners or with people who you have mutual budget with, or revelations around money and relationship, mortgages, insurance money, tax money, bank, the savings in the bank. Don't shy away from the shadows. Instead, own your truth with dignity. Somebody might get the verdict in the court regarding the finances. Let what needs to die, and I mean die, forever. You are creating the new space for a fiery rebirth. Something greater, something better will come. It's not time to be upset right now. On May 15th and 16th, Sun will conjunct Algol in your financial house. It means the spotlight in your values and income again. Everything is about finances in the middle of May. If something has been draining your energy of self-worth, the sun shining on Algol burns through the lies. You will see the true colors of the things. Think of this as a solar purification. What must die so that something stronger can be reborn? If you don't use the venom of Algol consciously, it might turn against you. Be aware. I have a full video about Algol on my channel. Definitely check that for a deeper insight. On May 17th, Sun conjuncts Uranus and Taurus in your financial house. What does it mean? Breakthrough, liberation. Expect a surprise, a gift, financial or emotional, that sets you free from the limiting belief or pattern. This is your personal revolution. Unexpected offers, gifts, or financial windfalls may come your way. Embrace it. On May 20th, Sun enters Gemini in your 3rd house. Sun brings spring, warmth. Your focus will shift to learning, speaking, connecting, transportation. Your voice is powerful now. Use it. Whatever you're writing or recording, launching a project, or traveling, this is your time to share your truth. It's a wonderful, great moment for relocation, renewing the documents, applying for something, finally getting the driver's license, or renewing any documents. On May 23rd and 24th, Mercury will conjunct Algol and Uranus in your financial house. This combo is wild. First, Mercury with Algol means that your words or your ideas might sting. Your thoughts about money and self-worth could be very, very intense. Declare your worth aloud. Rewrite your inner money script. Then Mercury with Uranus, it's genius downloads incoming. You might get a wild idea about how to earn more, create something absolutely innovative and new, or communicate with impact. Everything that you need is within you. This is Perseus energy. Speak like a warrior and use your truth like a sword. On May 24th, Saturn enters Aries. This is huge. Saturn, the planet of structure, responsibility, and wisdom, enters your sign for the first time in nearly 30 years. This marks the start of a brand new chapter in your life, where you are being called to build something lasting. You are no longer just a spark. You're becoming the fire that leads. New look, new you. Start now. May 24th, new moon in Gemini in your 3rd house. Time to plant seeds around communication, learning, traveling, and tech. Want to start a blog, a YouTube series, a podcast, or even buy a new car? This new moon says, go for it. Set intentions around how you connect with the others and how you use your voice. This is your green light. On May 29th, Sun conjuncts Mercury in your 3rd house. Mental clarity meets verbal magic. What needs to be said, written, decided, say it. This is a Speak Your Truth Day, and the right people are listening. You might receive great news, or hearing about something great, or healing about your siblings, roommates, or travel plans. So Aries, this month is bold. It's wild, but it's yours. You are rewriting the story of who you are and what you are worth. And by the same time, Saturn plants its feet in your sign, and you'll be ready to take the reins of power and a whole new level of confidence. Say it with me. I trust my fire. I honor my voice. I built my life with the fierce love and bold truth. If you found this message, give it a like, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for the next month's Cosmic Update. Sending you all my love. See you in my future videos. Goodbye. Hello, my shining stars, Taurus. Here is your horoscope for May 2025. Hello, my shining stars, Tauruses. May is your month, but not in the calm and cozy way you usually like it. No, it's so intense. transformational. It's like you're standing in the middle of a thunderstorm, but you are not afraid. You are becoming a storm. Let's start from the beginning. From May 1st to May 12th, Uranus conjuncts Algol in your sign in your first house. That means you are in the center of the cosmic quake. Uranus is the planet of change, rebellion, breakthroughs, and Algol? That's a PowerPoint. It's been feared for centuries, but the truth is, when it activates you, it says, own your wild, reclaim your power, be too much. This is your initiation. Don't be scared of the shakeups. They are making the space for real you to emerge, not the watered down version, the full, untamed you. I have a separate video about Algol on my channel. Please check it out. May 2nd, Venus, your ruler, conjuncts Neptune in Aries, right in your 12th house. That's dreamy, emotional, spiritual energy, healing, money, luxury. You might feel more withdrawn, romanticizing the past, or you will start having thoughts about your ex-lovers, ex-partners, but it's a trap. Be aware of that. On the opposite side, some Tauruses might be craving solitude. Let yourself drift a little, let the heart rest. There is a beauty in stillness too. There might be also an income of the returning of the old debt from the faraway lands or from the foreigners. It also can be a good successful operations if you are in the hospitals. Somebody might receive the contract for the isolated or distant places like cruise ships or oil rigs. That's Venus in your house 12. From May 4th to June the 1st, Pluto goes retrograde in your house 10. Your career and the life path will be changed. If you are being chasing a role, a title, or a goal that no longer feels like you, it's time to rethink. This retrograde helps you to detox old ambitions and realign your soul with your mission. You're not just building success, you're building your legacy. On May 10th, Mercury enters Taurus. Now your words have weight. You're speaking from the body, from the gut. What you say now, it lands. And what you decide, it sticks. Take this time to clarify your values, your plans, your boundaries. When Mercury enters your sign, it brings new ideas, new contacts, new opportunities, travels, and transportation, as well as the opportunities to educate and learn something new. On May 12th, things get wild. Full moon in Scorpio right across from you in your 7th house of relationship, partnership, joined by the black moon Lilith and tangled up with Mercury and Pluto. This could trigger deep emotional moments in partnership, romantic, business, or close connections. Someone might challenge your truth, or you may have to finally say what you've been holding back. This full moon wants nothing but raw truth. And if it ends in a little emotional thunderstorm, that might be exactly what you need to clear the air. You will get more clarity regarding your partnership, friendship, and marriage. On May 15th and 16th, Sun will conjunct Algol right on your crown, dear Taurus. This is the spotlight. This is your power surge. You might feel the urge to express a deeper truth, show a hidden side of yourself, and claim space you used to shrink in. It's bold, it's intense, but it's healing. Let the old version of you melt away. On May 17th, the Sun meets Uranus. Boom! It's a breakthrough. Some of you might change your look, hair, nature, figure, name, or identity. Others might just have a massive realization about who you are and what you came here to do. This is a personal liberation. Let it happen. Say yes to the shift. On May 20th, the Sun leaves Taurus and enters Gemini, your financial house, which means now the spotlight turns on your money, your self-worth, and your values. Ground the insights. Make it real. From May 23rd to May 24th, Mercury gets spicy. First, it conjuncts Algol, then Uranus, and all in your first house of identity. The way you speak? Electric. The way you think? Unstoppable. You could get sudden inspirations, flashes of clarity, or even a wild idea that could shift your life trajectory, just breathe before you blurt something out. This energy is hot, and your words will hit hard. You will be like that Greek hero Perseus with the Medusa's head in your hand. If you forgot the myth, check my video about Algol. On May 24th, here comes the big one. Saturn enters Aries in your house 12 for the next 2.5 years. This is the start of a spiritual maturity cycle for you. You'll be asked to release old karma, confront hidden fears, and face yourself like never before. It's quiet work, sacred work. Not everything needs to be seen to be real. Saturn here asks, can you trust yourself even in the dark? You will feel that definitely more order will come into your personal and private life, and you can heal yourself through spiritual journey. On May 25th, Mercury moves into Gemini. In your house of finances, the money talks begin. Negotiations, contracts, budgeting, make your voice valuable, ask for more, claim your worth. Stars are on your side. On May 26th, there is new moon in Gemini, time for a fresh start in your finances and your confidence. Write it down, make it clear. Where do you want your resources to go this year? What do you want to achieve? How much money you want to make? This is your script now. No more scarcity thinking, just abundance and self-love. Are you ready for that? On May 29th, the Sun will kiss Mercury in Gemini. It is the moment of clarity. You get it. The message comes through. Maybe it will be about money. Maybe it's about your voice. Maybe about relocation. Or a brilliant idea that will give you abundance that you're looking for. But one thing is clear. You are not holding back anymore. You are ready to speak up and build the life you know you deserve. Dear Taurus, this month is a revolution of identity and power. You are not the same person you were last year. You are stronger, you are braver, and this May, the universe is asking you to take the throne and say, this is who I am. Deal with it. Say it with me. I trust the shakeup. I rise from the rubble. I choose my worth every single day. If this resonates within your heart, leave a comment, press the like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I wish you to have a wonderful month. See you in my future videos. Hello, my shining stars, Gemini. Here is your horoscope for May 2025. Get ready this May. It's like the universe is handing you the mic and saying, speak, share, shine. The world is listening. But before we get to your spotlight moment, there is a bit of a shadow work, some electric rewiring and powerful rebirth brewing behind the scenes. From May 1st to the 12th, Uranus is in conjunction with Algol in your 12th house. Now it's a deep subconscious terrain, it's basement of your soul. Uranus says, wake up, and Algol says, reclaim what was lost. So don't be surprised if strange dreams, memories, or old fears, or some old diseases will bubble up during this time. This is a shadow clearing, it's intense, but it's also sacred. What's been buried? Shame, rage, fear, genius? It's time to let it rise. I have a full video about Algol on my channel and about the dates in 2025. I recommend you to watch it. On May 2nd, Venus meets Neptune in your 11th house of friendship and dreams. It's mystical, a dreamy energy. Someone might inspire you deeply, or you might feel your heart opening wide with compassion. You just watch out for illusions. Some connections might be built more in fantasy than on reality. And stay grounded while you dream. From May 4th to June 1st, Pluto retrogrades in your 9th house. This is all about your beliefs and your worldview. Maybe it's time to release a dogma or fully let go of limiting idea about what's possible for you. If you've been scared to expand, to teach, to explore, this retrograde says, why stay small when you are born to fly? House 9 is the house of travels, trips, faraway lands, foreigners, courts, justice, laws, second marriages, and publications, publishing anything connected with knowledge and books. On May 10th, Mercury enters Taurus in your 12th house, and here is when your mind goes inward. This is a perfect time to journal, meditate, or just give your thoughts space to breathe. Answers are coming, maybe in your dreams, but not from logic, from whispers, intuition, and signs of the universe. House 12 is everything hidden. It's our psychic subconsciousness, something that we suppress for a long time. Sometimes the psychological traumas reveal us the truth that we have to face in order to perform better in our lives and reach the goals faster. On May 12th, there is a full moon in Scorpio, but the background is very intense. Mercury opposes Lilith, squaring Pluto, and all of this lands in your house 6, your health, your work, daily rhythms, and your pets. Something here needs a deep cleanse. Are you overworking, ignoring your body messages, or caught in a job or routine that is draining your soul? This moon doesn't play. This is the time to detox, maybe from social media, maybe from bad people in your life. Time to say, I deserve better. And yes, it might get a little messy before it gets clear. But trust it, it is necessary storm. May 15th and 16th, the Sun conjuncts Algol again in that 12th house. You might feel like you're disappearing, but actually you're transforming. This is a cocoon phase before your butterfly moment. Rest, reflect, reconnect, stay in solitude, heal. Your rebirth is so close. On May 17th, the Sun meets Uranus, and suddenly, bam, you see it, you get it, the pieces click. You might see a spiritual breakthrough or a genius idea straight from your higher self. Just keep a notebook ready, you'll want to remember it. Sun will bring healing, and Uranus will make sure that all the sudden changes will serve the greater good. On May 20th, the Sun enters Gemini. It's your season, and you will be glowing. Don't forget to check your solar horoscope for a year, because it's your new solar year and it starts now. And when Sun brings you your personal spring, it's like someone flipped the lights back on. Confidence, clarity, charisma, it's all rising. You've made it through the shadows, and now it's your time to shine loud and proud. May 23rd, 24th, Mercury, your ruler, conjuncts Algol, then Uranus in your house 12. So even though you're stepping into the light, there is something cosmic bubbling behind the scenes. Pay attention to the inner guidance. You're closing karmic loops right now, and when Mercury enters Gemini on May 25th, boom, you're back online. Your Wi-Fi has a strong signal, and you will be sharper than ever. On May 26th, the new moon lands in your sign. And yes, this is the cosmic birthday gift, a reset, a clean slate. You can reinvent yourself now. New look, new path, new name, new mindset, and yes to all of that. Set your intentions loud, clear, and unapologetically. The universe is listening. On May 29th, Sun kisses Mercury in Gemini in your sign. This is a magical moment of clarity, power, and purpose. Whatever you need to say it. Whatever you've been dreaming of, start it. Your mind is a lighting rod, and your voice, it moves worlds. Gemini, this month is your reset, your reawakening. You've been doing the inner work, the shadow dancing, and the soul shedding. Now it's the time to rise, speak, create, inspire, love, enjoy life. You are not just the messenger, you are the message. You are the role model. Say it with me. I trust my voice. I speak my truth. I become the light I've been seeking. If it resonates with you, drop a comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And I would like to wish you to have a wonderful, fantastic day and happy birthday, and hope to see you in my future videos. Goodbye. Hello, my shining stars, Cancers. Here is your horoscope for May 2025. This month, it's like a tidal wave of transformation. Not a crashing one, but the kind that gently pulls you inward, back in your inner temple, and then sends you forward, clear and aligned, towards something way bigger than you imagined. May is sacred. It's mysterious and it's powerful. Let's dive in. From May 1st to May 12th, Uranus dances with Algol in your 11th house. This is the time of your dreams, your community, and your vision for the future. Is the house of dreams. Uranus brings flashes of insight. Algol brings intensity and sacred rage. So ask yourself, where have you been dimming your light just to fit in? Where have you silenced your wildest ideas out of fear of judgment? This energy says you are not here to belong. You are here to lead, to awaken, to shake the world a little. Let the old version of fitting in die. Your true soul tribe? They'll find you when you stop hiding. May 2nd, Venus meets Neptune in your 10th house. It's career, visibility, purpose, reputation. Some dreamy opportunities may float in. Maybe you are noticed for your artistic gifts, or someone sees your potential in the way that moves you to tears. But stay grounded. Don't sign contracts on rose petals. Feel into it, let it inspire you, and give yourself time. It's not the time for rush decisions. From May 4th to June 1st, Pluto retrogrades in your 8th house. Yep, the house of deep intimacy, transformation, rebirth, hidden power, mutual budgets, finances. This retrograde, it's a cosmic exhale. All trauma, emotional wounds, past patterns with money or control, they come up not to torment you, but to be released, to be loved, to be finally seen and healed. It might feel heavy at times, but you are not breaking, you're becoming whole. May 10th, Mercury enters Taurus in your house 11. You will have more conversations with your friends. It's the house of groups, clubs, religious organizations, beliefs. You're craving real, soul-nourishing connections, not just small talks, not any hypocrisy. Dream boards, group projects, future plans. This is the time to speak it into being. On May 12th, there is a full moon in Scorpio, and this Scorpio moon has a very powerful, dark, and turbulent background, because Black Moon Lilith in your house 5 also will shake up the things. I have a separate video about the Black Moon on my channel, as well as about Algol star. Please check it out. This full moon will be definitely a climax, a spotlight. This one is very emotional, a bit witchy, a bit wild. You might feel a surge of creative fire, or confront someone buried pain around being seen and celebrated. Were you ever told your joy was too much? That your light was too loud? This moon says, that ends now. Reclaim your play, reclaim your fire. Create your own womb. Speak from your heart. Dance like a moon is watching. The magic will happen. May 15th, 16th, the Sun meets Algol in your 11th house, house of your dreams. A truth may be revealed in your social world. It will shake up and reshape your house of friendship and house of online business. It's also the house of the third marriage, so you might see different shifts in this regard too. And Algol does not give any second chances. It cuts off all unnecessary things. You could feel disillusioned with the groups or church, or inspired to lead a movement. This is electric, intense, liberating. Let go of everything that doesn't reflect your growth. May 17th, the Sun conjuncts Uranus and lights up your vision like a lightning bolt. Suddenly you see that everything is possible. You will feel that you are here to do, not for applause, but because it's your own soul's calling. Trust it. This could be the seed of a future dream. May 20th, Sun moves to Gemini in your 12th house. Time to rest, time to breathe, to heal. Enjoy the solitude. This is the sacred phase before your birthday season. Lit up a candle, write a journal, visit your inner world. Answers will come when you are still. May 23rd and 24th, Mercury conjuncts Algol and then Uranus in the same 11th house. You may receive a bold message or have a radical idea for your future. A sudden change in a friendship or community might happen. If something feels chaotic, just breathe and let it roll. You're just making room for something bigger, something that is meant only for you. May 24th, Saturn enters Aries in your house 9, and this is major. This marks a 2-year period where you step in your own power. Saturn is the builder, a teacher, a boundary setter. You might feel a little pressure, but it's also a time to grow up. Start slow, get clear. The universe wants you to grow, but on the foundation that is strong and sacred. House 9 is house of horizons. New knowledge, education, higher education, laws, courts, justice, everything foreign lands, trips, travels, and also spiritual development. And this part of your life will require order and discipline. On May 25th, Mercury enters Gemini in your 12th house again. Inner thoughts, dreams, symbols, psychic, signs of the universe, they will be loud now, or louder if you already have them. Listen to your heart and listen to your spirit, to your soul, not your ears. On May 26th, the new moon in Gemini falls in a quiet 12th house. It's a moment of silence, a sacred rebirth. Set your intentions not for outer success, but for the inner peace, divine connection, spiritual clarity. Think like this. I release the old story. I surrender the fear. I return to trust. On May 29th, Sun meets Mercury in Gemini. This is divine whisper. Answers, visions, peace. And a promise, next month when the Sun enters Cancer, your radiance return in a full glow. Cancer, this May is a spiritual recalibration, a quiet revolution. It's not about doing more, it's about becoming more of who you truly are. The waves are clearing your path. The silence is speaking volumes. And soon, you'll rise like a moon you were born under, soft, bright, and unstoppable. If this message touched your heart, leave a comment under this video and subscribe if you haven't done so. Be gentle with your heart. It's preparing for something beautiful. I wish you to have a wonderful month. See you soon. Hello, my shining stars, Leos. Here is your horoscope for May 2025. Welcome to the First Lunar Day channel and your horoscope for May 2025. I hope you will enjoy this drone footage, this drone flight over cherry blossom in British Columbia, Canada. I was taking some beautiful pictures for my photography business. I wish you could sense the smell of this beautiful cherry blossom trees. It's just magical. May 2025, it's not just a turning point, it's your coronation. But before you wear the crown, let's walk through the fire. And trust me, you are going to emerge brighter than ever. From May 1st to May 12th, Uranus conjuncts Algol in your 10th house of career, destiny, and reputation. This is a thunder in the spotlight. Have you been playing small or following the crowd? Boom, something unexpected may shake the foundation, as boss may reveal their true colors, or a job may end suddenly. Or you might decide to burn the whole script and write your own. Uranus and Algol are here to break illusions and free your soul. Let it happen. You are not here to be liked. You are here to lead. On May the 2nd, Venus kisses Neptune in your ninth house, and it's a soft whisper from the universe. It's an invitation to learn, explore, to create from a higher realm. It's the house of spirituality. You may fall in love with a new path, a teacher, guru, a philosophy, a vision of something bigger. Let yourself dream, let your heart wander. It's also the house of the second marriage and also justice, laws, courts. But remember, when you wander high in the sky, just keep one foot on the ground. From May 4th to June 1st, Pluto begins its retrograde phase in your seventh house of relationship, partnership, and other people. This is the karmic cleansing, power dynamics, soul contracts, old stories with partners, past or present. They rise up like a steam. It's not punishment, it's purification. You're learning what it means to be met equally, to give your heart without giving up your crown. Pluto retrograde in your house 7 might bring big money deals connected with the past. It's something repetitive. It's not the new projects. It's something connected with previous partners or previous deals or previous opportunities they were lost in the past. And until June 1st, you will have an amazing opportunity to check who is your true friend, what will bring the most money. But if somebody in the past betrayed you, you can be sure that if these people will bring up the same scenarios again, they will step on the same brakes again. So keep this in mind. Let's move on to May 10th. Mercury enters Taurus again in your house 10. Now it's time to talk business, speak your goals, network with power. You're laying the bricks of your future empire now, but choose your words wisely. There is a storm brewing later. On May 12th, there is a full moon in Scorpio rising in your fourth house of home and emotional roots, and it's joined by the black moon Lilith. Meanwhile, Mercury in your career house has a tense aspect, a war with Pluto in your relationship house, and it all opposes Lilith, the black moon. I have a separate video about black moon Lilith in Scorpio until December 2025. Please check it out to know from where to expect some problems or conflicts. So this is a power purge. This full moon in Scorpio with bad aspects on the background. Something at the emotional core may be revealed, something hidden, ancestral, or suppressed. Your sense of safety might be tested, but Leo, you are not here to live in someone else's story. You're the hero. You are here to roar your own. Metaphorically, let the old home burn and the new one will be built in truth. House 4 is the house of traditions, home, family, relationships, and traditions. So let the old patterns burn and let the new one built in truth. You are the starter of new traditions in your family. You are the one who will break the ancestral curses and programs that were not creative. On May 15th and 16th, the Sun meets Algol in your house 10, house of reputation, achievements, and goals. So expect a bold truth to come to light in your public life. This might be a challenge to your authority or your big moment to finally own it. Either way, don't dim, don't back down. It's a solar fire, and you were born for this blaze. On May 17th, the Sun meets Uranus, same house, same revolution, a breakthrough, an unexpected shift, or a lightning idea that changes the game. Trusted, it's divine disruption. On May 20th, the Sun enters Gemini, lighting up your 11th house of community, dreams, and soul purpose, groups, clubs, third marriage, grandchildren, and everything that lives online connections. Now there is a spotlight turned to your future because house 11 is house of your dreams. Who is walking beside you? What dream are you chasing? Start planting seeds. On May 23rd and 24th, Mercury conjuncts Algol and then Uranus. another wave of truth, possibly disruptive, possibly liberating. If something collapses now, bless it and let it go. Let it be, accept it. Only the real belongs to your kingdom. No hypocrisy. On May 24th, Saturn enters Aries in your house 9, house of expansion, new beginnings, knowledge, laws, courts, verdicts, publications, second marriage, travels, trips, foreign lands, foreigners. Saturn begins a 2.5-year soul boot camp. Saturn is a spiritual planet. You'll be asked to be serious about what you believe, to study, to teach, to learn with wisdom, not just your own charisma. Stay laying the foundation for your legacy, but do not be blinded by the pride. On May 25th, Mercury enters Gemini in your 11th house again. And Mercury is the planet of logic, ideas, information, trips, travels, as well as exploration. Now your voice matters in the collective. Your words ripple, your vision spreads. Start speaking into the future, dear Leo, it's listening. On May 26th, the new moon in Gemini invites you to set bold intentions for your tribe, your dreams, your influence, your online business. And don't just wish, declare. I call in my future. I release the need for approval. I lead with love and truth. On May 29th, the Sun meets Mercury in Gemini. Suddenly, everything clicks. The clarity, the purpose, the plan, and Leo, you know exactly where your light is needed. Leo, May is a powerful test. Your sacred flame, you are shedding false crowns, breaking inherited patterns, and building a throne rooted in your soul. And this month, don't look back. Don't seek applause. Don't seek attention and approval from others. Just blaze forward with heart, with grace, with the courage of a lion or a lioness reborn. Drop a comment if you feel this beautiful energy, and I'll see you next time, beautiful royal souls. Have a wonderful month. Hello, my shining stars, Virgos. Here is your horoscope for May 2025. I hope you will enjoy this beautiful drone footage with the time, actually a week of cherry blossoms in Vancouver. Now it's all gone. All these beautiful trees already don't have petals on them, just little green leaves. And it changed so fast. I wish you can send the smell of this beautiful cherry blossom that my drone was flying through and actually stuck in one of the trees. So let's talk about your May. May is not just a month of shifting skies. It's your invitation to rise with clarity, with quiet fire and heart that knows its worth. It isn't about perfection. It's about personal power, not just loud kind, but the one that grows from roots, from your traditions, from your core, like an ancient oak. Let's walk through the sacred garden of May, step by step. From May 1st to May 12th, Uranus conjuncts Algol in your 9th house of beliefs, wisdom, the higher truth, second marriages, publishing, as well as justice, courts, laws. This is a cosmic shakeup in the very ground of your worldview. Something you've started in philosophy or religion, a teacher, a path might suddenly feel false. This is when people change their religion or shift the countries, move somewhere else because House 9, it's travels, trips, and world exploration. Something that you believed in can fall away. Or maybe you will wake up with a wild courage to leave the old trail and to forge your own. Uranus says, freedom lies beyond the known, striking your enemies, crushing them in the courts if you're a lawyer, or in the realm of anything foreign if you're an explorer or a teacher. And Algol, she's a sacred rage that says, no more lies in the temple of truth. You are becoming your own oracle, dear Virgos. On May 2nd, Venus conjuncts Neptune in your 8th house of shared intimacy, resources, and deep emotional transformation. This dreamy connection can open the floodgates to profound emotional healing, intimacy, and even spiritual awakening with a partner or within yourself. But Neptune can also bring some illusions, so don't get lost in idealism. It's time to heal emotional wounds, especially in deep connections. This could also affect shared finances. Be cautious with financial dreams or shared investments. If you have a good solar chart, you can take mortgages, but if you don't have a good solar chart, it's better to avoid any participation in the risky investments that your partner might ask you to participate in. From May 4th to June 1st, Pluto retrograde goes through your 6th house, your domain of routines, wellness, service, and pets. This is a deep detox time. Old patterns around work, health, or how you give too much, it all comes up to be cleared. Are you over-sacrificing? Are you burning out to feel worthy? Pluto says you're allowed to serve without losing yourself. Let the old murder stories go. From May 10th, Mercury enters Taurus in your 9th house again. Time to study, write, teach, defend yourself in the court, fight for justice, or receiving the new information, and connect with people who inspire your higher mind, especially if they are foreigners, because House 9 is all foreign. It's everything about foreign lands, foreign knowledge, and everything unknown. But Mercury will stir up storms later this month, so plant your ideas now, roots before wings. On May 12th, the full moon in Scorpio rises in your 3rd house of communication, ideas, transportation, and it's joined by the black moon Lilith. About the black moon Lilith, I have a separate video on my channel. Black moon will be in Scorpio until December 2025, and Algol video is on my channel as well, especially if you have Algol in your birth chart, you might be interested to watch it. So May 12th, there is a full moon in Scorpio, and the background is Mercury in Taurus squares Pluto and opposes Lilith. That's deep. Secrets may resurface, words may cut like a sword. You may discover a truth hidden in someone's silence or in your own. It's time to speak, but not from fear, from raw, clear truth. This is the full moon of sacred words. That's why mind your language and do not use curse language. Otherwise, the curses that will be sent by you, they will stick and they will be non-reversible. You can say what you never dared to say before in order to establish the life that you aim for. May 15th or 16th, the Sun conjuncts Algol in your 9th house. Again, a moment of illumination and potential confrontation with power structures you are following blindly. You may say no more to a mentor, guru, belief system, religious organization, or your partner, especially if it's your 2nd marriage. Or maybe you'll step forward and become the wise one others seek. No more hiding behind textbooks. Your lived truth is enough. May 17th, the Sun meets Uranus in the same zone. Expect a flash of insight or a wild call to leap. You might book a sudden trip, launch a course, or declare your independence from outdated ways. Or if you are a teenager who wants to have independence life, maybe this would be the first time you will rent a place or find a job. Virgo, you don't need permission to evolve. It's your time. If you feel that you need to do something, go and do it. The universe is handing you the keys of your own mind. But remember, the responsibility will follow. On May 20th, the Sun enters Gemini, lighting up your 10th house of career, purpose, and reputation. Now the spotlight turns to your calling. You are seen. You are heard. Start in shaping your next move with intention. Where do you want your name to echo? May 23rd to 24th, Mercury meets Algol, then Uranus. More truth, more shock, more brilliance. Don't be afraid to speak what you know, even if it disturbs others. It might just awaken them. You will become like a surgeon who can cause a temporary pain, but for the greater good in the future. On May 24th, Saturn, the planet of spirituality, order, and discipline, enters your house 8, house of shared power, financial house of mutual budgets, intimacy, sex, conception, and transformation. And it's long, serious cycle of 2.5 years of a deep soul work. You learn to set boundaries, to claim your powers in the relationship, and to heal money wounds. You will know how to operate your own healing energy. No more overgiving, no more control games. Saturn says, you are stronger than your shadows. Let the phoenix rise. On May 25, Mercury enters Gemini back into your career house. You will get news, ideas, short trips. You've got the words, you've got the ideas and strategy. Speak like a leader, think like a visionary, write that proposal, make that pitch. The world is watching and listening. May 26. The new moon in Gemini plants a seed in your 10th house again. Time to set bold intentions. I align with purpose. I rise with truth. I learn with clarity. Light the candle, speak the vision, watch it unfold. On May 29th, Sun meets Mercury, a moment of perfect clarity. Like a light turning on in a once dark room, you'll see where you are going and exactly who you are becoming. Virgo, May is the month you reclaim your sacred ground, not through control, not through perfection, but through power rooted in truth. You are writing a new chapter, the one where your voice leads, your soul guides, and your energy is sacred. Drop a comment if it resonates within your journey, and I hope you like this video. And because this channel is not monetized, I appreciate your likes, comments, and of course, have a wonderful month, dear friend. See you in my future videos. Goodbye. Hello, my shining stars, Libras. Here is your horoscope for May 2025. Hello, my shining stars, Libras. I hope you will enjoy this beautiful cherry blossom season from British Columbia, Vancouver. And let's talk about May 2025. It's the month that is calling you to balance, to harmonize, and to find equilibrium in the shifting tides. As your ruler Venus moves through a dreamy, complex landscape, it's time to refine your inner symphony and bring peace where there has been a dissonance. From May 1st to May 12th, Uranus conjuncts Algol in your 8th house of intimacy, transformation, and shared resources. Uranus, the awakener, shakes up your deepest connections, those that involve trust, shared assets, and raw emotional exchange. This could feel like an electric spark that brings both fear and freedom. Are you ready to transform the way you relate to power, money, or intimacy? It's time to break free from what held you captive, especially in how you give and receive love or wealth. Algol is the fierce energy of raw truth. Dare to speak the unspeakable and claim what is yours. And you are more powerful than you know. I have a separate video about Algol and Black Moon Lilith on my channel. Please take a look. On May 2nd, Venus conjuncts Neptune in your 7th house of partnership, relationship, and the other people and open enemies. This is a romantic and dreamy day when love feels like a soft cloud. Neptune's mist bring a gentle desire to connect on a soulful level, but it's easy to idealize others. Are you seeing someone clearly or through rose-colored glasses? It's a good day for healing old wounds in relationship and partnership, but remember, do not let illusions cloud the reality of who you are with others. Harmony comes when you honor both the dream and the truth. From May 4th to June 1st, Pluto retrogrades through your house 5. Creativity, love, pleasure, performance, art, self-expression, kids. This retrograde invites you to explore the deeper, hidden parts of your heart. What fears or blockages have prevented you from fully expressing your joy, your art, or creativity? Pluto backward dance pushes you to transform your connection with fun, passion, and play. This is your season to strip away the mask and find pleasure without guilt. And it's another thing, if you experience sense of guilt when you relax or do nothing, you should ask yourself why you feel guilty when you indulge yourself in self-love. Don't be afraid to reveal your full, radiant self. On May 10th, Mercury enters Taurus, your 8th house of deep emotional transformation, mutual funds resources, bank organizations, insurance company taxes, any payments that belong to government or connected with your partners. Your thoughts and communications now turn inward towards the mysteries of life and death, intimacy, and shared resources. Mercury here can illuminate truth buried deep in your psychic. Use the time for research, for soul searching, and uncovering the hidden dynamics in your closest relationships. What secrets are waiting to be revealed? Do you have time to focus on yourself and to analyze the connections that you have with people? You might see that certain people or ideas or beliefs of your surrounding actually affect your money, because house 8 is the financial house. So people who surround you might affect your transit chart and the way how the money comes into your life. On May 12th, there is a full moon in Scorpio that will be in your financial house, house 2. It's the house of self-worth, salary, wage, your talents, and on the background, it's joined by the black moon Lilith. Mercury in Taurus squares Pluto and opposes Lilith. This is powerful. It's igniting a powerful moment to control your deepest fears and attachments around money, security, comfort, self-esteem. How do you define your worth? This full moon brings illumination to those areas, a spotlight where you are held on too tightly or neglected your own value for too long. It's time to break free from any money or self-worth scripts that no longer serve you. Set intentions to release what keeps you from feeling truly abundant. May 15th and 16th, the Sun conjuncts Algol in your 8th house, another cosmic jolt. This is time when you might confront the darkest truth of your own psychic, especially related to power dynamics and relationship and partnership. But this moment of intensity will clear the air and bring a deep illumination, what liberates you. You may feel the urge to shed a part of yourself, an old fear, a bad habit, a limiting belief, or a toxic pattern relationship, especially connected with finances. For example, giving the money to a relative who has an addiction or who has bad habits. Let it burn away in the light of your authenticity. You need to protect your own boundaries, especially if half of your partner is rotten or toxic. You need to cut off the bad relationship, not to be infected by these bad money energy. On May 17th, Sun meets Uranus in your house 8, a flash of insight that could drastically change your perspective on connection, intimacy, transformation, or your relationship to shared resources. Sun will show you if somebody is taking advantage on you or stealing money from you. Sudden revelations around love, money, sex, intimacy could prompt you to make bold decisions once and for good. You're ready to embrace liberation in the areas you once felt trapped or over-controlled. On May 20th, Sun enters Gemini in your 9th house of higher education, philosophy, travel, courts, laws, justice. And now the focus shifts to your mind, to your beliefs, and your sense of adventure. It's time to expand your horizons, whether by traveling, studying something new, or seeking a deeper meaning in life. open your heart to a new philosophy, religion, beliefs, or just believing in yourself. Sun might bring the illumination, the spotlight on your second marriage matters, and let curiosity guide you, because Sun brings a personal spring in your house of second marriage. Traveling, expansion of the horizons. On May 23rd and 24th, Mercury conjuncts Algol and then Uranus. The wind of change blows fiercely through your 8th house of transformation. The truth is coming out, and it will be liberating. Expect unexpected insights in closest relationships, your finances, and your deepest fears. This could be a time to clear the air, to make bold declarations, and free yourself from old baggage. I can compare it to the jump from the pier when you are super scared, but after you will take this jump and you hit the water, you will feel that you've done it. This fear is behind you and you don't need to do it again if you don't want, but maybe you will want to do it again. On May 24th, Saturn enters Aries in your house 7, relationships and partnership. For the next 2.5 years, Saturn's energy will teach you how to build stronger, more authentic relationships. No more superficial connections, hypocrisy, or money for relationship connection. You're ready to work for true partnership grounded in mutual respect and shared responsibility. So if you are connected with somebody unresponsible, this relationship will not last long. Boundaries will be important now, and this is the perfect time to reassess the people who you invite in your life. If you will invite wrong people, your personal life will be destroyed. That's why choose the responsible partners. Saturn will not tolerate any people who are not serious, because Saturn is a very serious planet and it's time for getting married, getting divorced, do the serious moves in your house of marriage. It also depends which place Saturn has in your birth chart, because Saturn is responsible for marriage. Here you might experience a problem to get married or get engaged. For the next 2.5 years, the engagement proposal will not arrive, will not come. So it's different for different people, depends on an individual chart. Saturn is a very serious planet, and full cycle of Saturn is 29 years. So if you're old enough, you can remember what was 29 years ago. But if you're a young person, Saturn will enter the same house of relationship and partnership only in 29 years. Same thing when Saturn enters house 8. For many women, it's hard to conceive a child because Saturn sets the obstacle or the problem with conception in house 8. It depends on the birth chart, so it's not for everybody. On May 25th, Mercury enters Gemini back in your house 9, house of exploration, high learning, courts, laws, justice, verdicts. It might be the news from the courts. You'll be hungry for knowledge and eager to speak your truth and defend yourself. This is the time to start studying, start teaching, or start traveling. Expand your understanding of the world and of yourself. On May 26th, the new moon in Gemini calls for new beginnings in your house 9. This is the new vision of you and which future you want to have. This is your chance to set intentions for growth, expansion, justice, and adventure. Whether it's a spiritual growth or travel or starting a new course, writing a book, the seeds you plant now will bear fruit for the months to come. New moon in Gemini also can give the new opportunities to meet a person with who you can create a nice spiritual union as the second marriage, or there will be the news about grandchildren. On May 29th, the Sun meets Mercury. This is the moment of clarity you've been waiting for. The puzzle pieces of your goals, beliefs, and desires finally come together, and you'll have the mental clarity to step forward with confidence. Your next chapter begins now. Libra, May is the month to transform, evolve, and claim your power in the relationship and beyond. With deep emotional healing in your house 8, the light of clarity shining on your self-worth and purpose, You are aligning with your true path. The symphony of your life is playing its most harmonious notes when you balance vulnerability and strength, trust and truth. Drop a comment if it resonates within you. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer, and I hope I will have time to create new horoscope next month. Dear friend, have a wonderful month. Goodbye. Hello, my shining stars, Scorpio and Scorpio Ophiuchus. This is your horoscope for May 2025. Hello, my shining stars, Scorpios and Scorpio Ophiuchus. Welcome to the First Lunar Day channel, and I hope you will enjoy this footage of cherry blossoms in British Columbia, Canada. Spring flies so fast, everything is in the bloom, and it's one of the most beautiful times of the year. I really enjoy it. Not very many Scorpio people know that Sun goes through Scorpio constellation only 7 days in a year. The rest of the time it spends in Ophiuchus constellation. That's why when you know that you're Scorpio Ophiuchus, you have a magical intrusion and effect of Chiron that rules Ophiuchus sign, and it brings you a new perspective, a new magical reality, and you start noticing more synchronicities, like synchrodestinies. It also gives you an extra protection, a layer of protection against the rough season. You're one of the heroes of this month. The major thing that will affect your half a year is that Black Moon Lilith entered Scorpio, your sign. More about this astrological event, I have a separate video on my channel, please check it out. But I will mention Black Moon in Scorpio a few times in this horoscope, so you will know what to expect. This month isn't just whispering your name, it's calling you from the deep, from your roots, from the place within that knows the language of transformation like no one else. This is your season of personal revolution, and the sky is handing you both the torch and the truth. Let's unfold what's written in the stars for you this month. From May 1st to May 12th, Uranus conjuncts Algol in your 7th house of partnership, relationship, and other people. Your open enemies. Get ready for sudden awakening, revelations, and breakdowns in your one-to-one relationship or with your open enemies. It might come through a conversation, a confrontation, or a surprising insight, or maybe a court case. This energy wants you to stop clinging to outdated dynamics. Algol doesn't play gentle. It slices through illusion to show you what's real. Uranus breaks chains. Whether it's love or business or soul ties, only what's authentic will survive. I have a separate video about Algol fixed star. Please check it out if you have this star in your birth chart. So in this case, in May, let the lightning strike and let it set you free. On May 2nd, Venus conjuncts Neptune in your 6th house of health, routines, work, and pets. This is a soft, dreamy day, ideal for reconnecting with your body, animals, nurturing your spirit, or finding beauty in everyday life. Be aware of over-romanticizing situations at work or ignoring your boundaries. It's lovely to be helpful, but don't lose yourself in someone else's chaos, and don't be dragged or involved in the work drama. Pour your love into your craft and let that heal you. Don't overshare your energy. From May 4th to June 1st, Pluto goes retrograde in Aquarius in your house 4. Its home, roots, traditions, emotional foundations, immigration, official documents, and it's big. You're revisiting ancestral patterns, family karma, and the emotional soil where you've been planted in. Is it nurturing your growth or choking your roots? Pluto wants you to dig deep and pull out the hidden inherited beliefs that you keep small. This is inner alchemistry, releasing the past so you can feel safe, strong, and sovereign. On May 10th, Mercury enters Taurus in your 7th house again. Conversations with partners might heat up. There might be a conflict with your open enemies. Agreements and the contracts may be renegotiated, reviewed, or questioned. This is a great time to express your needs clearly, but do not rush. Mercury in Taurus wants slow, grounded truth and financial clarity. You should speak from your heart and not from your fear. On May 12th, there is a full moon in Scorpio, your full moon lighting up your first house of identity. It's your cosmic mirror, and this time Lilith stands beside it, whispering, "Stop hiding who you are." Mercury opposes Lilith and squares Pluto, meaning your mind is wading through shadows. But this full moon is asking you to rise, release the masks, reclaim your voice. You are not too much. You are the medicine. Shed the skin and step into your power. For Ophiuchuses, it's incredibly important to understand where the venom is in your talents, and if you will suppress that talent, you might hurt yourself. Ophiuchus is the person who could handle a snake, right? And in the constellation is a man who is holding the snake. With the head, he can kill. With the tail, he can heal. That's why Ophiuchus is one of the symbols of alchemistry and pharmacy. You need to understand where your venom is, and you can use it as the medicine for healing others or for protection. It's like Medusa's head when we're speaking about Algol star. From May 15th to May 16th, the Sun conjuncts Algol in your 7th house, lighting up the same intense relationship axis. It's me against the other people. A truth may resurface. It might sting, but it will heal. It is the death of one way of connecting, but it's the rebirth of another. The universe is showing you exactly what needs to change to experience real love, real passion, or real true partnership. Choose conscious connection, no codependency, no toxic relationship. On May 17th, the Sun meets Uranus, another shock wave in your house 7. A sudden breakup, a surprise proposal, an awakening in how you define us. Nothing is off the table. But remember, it's a liberation energy. It's your soul's way of saying, let's build up love with truth, not illusion. Freedom is the new foundation. On May 20th, the Sun enters Gemini in your 8th house. Now you're heading inward into the depth of intimacy, power, and transformation. This is your natural terrain. You'll want to explore emotional intimacy, merge minds, and maybe revisit financial agreements. Do not shy away from the shadows. They are where your gold is hidden. I will say it again. They are where your gold is hidden. Think about that. House 8 is house of mutual budgets. It's a financial house. It's how you operate money of others, or a big money that belong to the banks, tax services, and insurance companies. But also it's the house of magic and conception. It's something that make your mind or your body pregnant for a while in order to get the result that you really wanted. And you are creating this financial energy around you right now, reflecting the energy from other people that you let in your financial house. From May 23rd to May 24th, Mercury conjuncts Algol and Uranus in your house 7, partnership and relationship again. Expect mind-blowing conversation in your relationships. Someone could say something that totally shifts how you see them or yourself. If the truth arrives, let it land. This is a detox from your mind and your partnership and your open enemies. Let go of toxic contracts, spoken or unspoken. You're clearing the air and your soul. On May 24th, Saturn enters Aries in your house 6. Health, work, routine, additional responsibility, and pets. For the next 2.5 years, you are being called to build strong foundations in your day-to-day life. This means commitment to your wellness, discipline of your schedule, and maturity how you serve. Maybe somebody will become a parent or take additional responsibility for somebody, maybe a pet, maybe a plant, maybe a house. What you put in now becomes your long-term stability. Structure is your friend. Create rituals that restore you and your energy. On May 25th, Mercury enters a Gemini, activating your 8th house, financial mutual budgets again. The deep conversations may begin. The renegotiation of some deals might reappear. Now you are asking the big questions. Now you are facing the big money, and the questions about trust, legacy, power, inheritance, and intimacy might rise up. You might even explore taboo subjects or uncover a hidden truth about something. Follow the mystery, it's leading somewhere important. Pay attention also to your dreams. If Moon has a very powerful place in your birth chart, you might use this source of connection to the planetary energy for extra guidance. On May 26th, the new moon in Gemini opens a portal in your 8th house of transformation. It's a powerful time to start fresh in anything related to joint finances, intimacy, emotional healing, pregnancy, magic, astrology, addictions. Set intentions around trust, empowerment, and releasing old trauma. The caterpillar becomes the butterfly, but only after the cocoon phase. It's your moment to rise. The Sun meets Mercury in your house 8. Light meets mind in place of depth. Suddenly, everything clicks and becomes clear. You understand what needs to be said, where the healing lies, steps to take next. This is a soul level clarity. Speak your truth, sign the deal, or simply forgive what you are finally ready to let go of. If you are wondering about the compatibility of the partnership in finances or love, I have a separate video where I explain all the aspects between the zodiac compatibility. Scorpio, May is your metamorphosis from love to legacy, partnership to personal power. Nothing stays the same. But you are not meant to stay the same. You were born to dive deep, to transmute shadows into gold, and to return stronger than ever. This is your sacred rebirth. If it's resonated within you, please leave a comment, like, or share this horoscope with somebody who you truly love. And also, I hope to see you in my future videos. Have a wonderful month. Goodbye. Hello, my shining stars, Sagittarius. Here is your horoscope for May 2025. Hello, my shining stars, Sagittarius and Sagittarius Ophiuchuses. I hope you will enjoy this beautiful season of cherry blossom in British Columbia, Canada. You were born to roam, to quest, to reach for stars others only can dream of. And this May, it's not the quest stroll, it's a thunderous awakening, lighting up your routines, reshaping your inner compass, and whispering, get ready to level up. Let's decode the magic and see what the stars have for you from May 1st to May 12th. Uranus conjuncts Algol star in your 6th house of work, health, and daily rituals, as well as pets. This is the reality check. Maybe a job shift. Maybe your body sends you a message that you cannot ignore any longer. Uranus shakes you awake. Algol exposes what's been toxic, heavy, what's unworthy of your energy, what's need to be cut off. Time to drop the dead weight. Time to change how you treat your time, your tasks, your day-to-day life, and your pets. Also, remember, your body is your temple. You should take a room for healthier, freer ways of living. You deserve better, and now it's non-negotiable. For some people who neglected their needs for a long time or neglected their talents for a long time, the body will respond into a way where you will be basically pushed to pay more attention to your health. Algol is responsible for head. So if you experience migraines, you definitely need to look at your life and analyze it. On May 2nd, Venus conjuncts Neptune in Aries in your house of joy, love, creativity, and yes, this is dreamy energy. Fall in love, write a poetry, make an art, maybe finish that painting that you started, dance barefoot under the moon, but be aware of the illusions. Not all that sparks is real, especially in romance or art. House 5 is house of dating and not serious relationships. Still, it's a beautiful moment to express yourself without fear, but be aware that it's not serious. Love like a poet, create like a mystic. Just keep one foot on the ground, please. From May 4th to June 1st, Pluto retrogrades in Aquarius in your house 3, house of ideas, mind, communication, learning, and transportation. All thought patterns rise up. Here comes the question: is your inner voice empowering you or sabotaging? This retrograde wants you to reclaim your mental power. You should speak from truth, not from fear. Watch your words, because words will become spells. This is the month your mindset becomes your magic. On May 10th, Mercury enters Taurus, activating your 6th house again. You're thinking seriously about your schedule, your tasks, and your well-being. This is the time to streamline, organize, and simplify. Make lists, make plans, make it work. Clarity is your new love language in work and health. Be true to yourself. Become your best friend. Some people might get new pets or have the news regarding the animals. On May 12th, the full moon in Scorpio lights up your 12th house, the hidden world. And this black moon Lilith and Mercury square Pluto opposing Lilith, it's deep. You may feel emotionally raw, old beliefs, guilt, or spiritual dust rising to the surface. But don't run. It's a sacred purge. You're being emptied of what no longer belongs in your soul. Rest, cry if needed, write a journal, write a book, go into isolated place or in the nature alone, and you will restore in solitude. This is your spiritual exhale. May 15th and 16th, Sun conjuncts Algol in your 6th house, another wake-up call about your health, work habits, or pets. What are you tolerating that is draining you? This is the moment to say no more. Detox your life, detox your job, or your inbox. It's time to clean house so your light can shine brighter. On May 17th, the Sun conjuncts Uranus in the same house, so expect surprises. A job opportunity might come up out of the blue, or maybe your routine flips inside down in the best way. Go with it, flow with it. What feels like chaos now could be the freedom you've been praying for. On May 20th, the Sun enters Gemini in your house 7, relationship, partnership, other people, and open enemies. The focus shifts to us. You're thinking about other people, your partner, your collaborations, or people with who you have mutual budgets. How do you show up for others, and how do they show up for you? Time to be honest, time to have honest conversations and open hearts. May 23rd and 24th, Mercury conjuncts Algol and Uranus in your house 6. Wow. More unexpected shifts in your work health, a sudden decision, a wild idea, a radical truth. Listen closely. Your body, your schedule, your spirit, they are all sending signals. This is an alignment moment. Trust your intuition. And if you feel relatively healthy, it's still a good time to go and check your health, to receive that blood results, and not to overdo exercises in the gym and not to test your body's limits. If you participate in extreme sports, you need to make sure that you go through all the protective procedures in order to save your head and your health, because Algol star doesn't forgive any risks. If you will look at the video about Algol, you will understand what Algol star is responsible in our chart. On May 24th, Saturn, the planet of order, discipline, logic, enters Aries in your house 5. This is long term. For the next couple years, you'll be asked to take your joy seriously, discipline your creativity, commit to your art, and structure your play. And for some, become a serious parent or a mentor. Saturn wants your passions to have the foundation. This is how your spark becomes a steady flame. On May 25th, Mercury enters Gemini, lighting up your house 7, house of partnership, relationship, other people, and open enemies. You might be drawn to collaborate, negotiate, or flirt a little more. It's a great time to listen as well as to speak from your heart, to speak the truth. Let relationship become your mirror. It can be also the news or some new information about people with who you are in relationship, marriage, or serious friendship. On May 26th, new moon in Gemini. It's a new chapter in love, partnership, and agreements. It's a gorgeous portal to set intentions around relationships, romantic, business, or soul level. If you have been healing, this could be your fresh start. Say yes to connection. Say yes to love and to self-love. Let yourself be seen and met. On May 29th, Sun conjuncts Mercury in the same house 7. Clarity comes. It's the conversations that opens a door. The moment someone finally gets you, or you finally get what you want in love and in your partnership. This is alignment. It's a truth, connection. You're ready to build something real, something very important for you. And Sun brings a personal spring into your house of serious relationship and partnership. Sagittarius, May is your great awakening. From your body to your work, your creativity to a relationship is the beginning of healing if you had any health issues. Everything is shifting into alignment. Let go of what drains you. Run wild towards what feeds your soul. Reject everything that anchors you to the past. And remember, freedom isn't about escape. It's about living in truth and having no guilt when you feel good and happy. Leave a comment if it resonates in your soul. I wish you to have a wonderful month. Goodbye. Hello, my shining stars, Capricorns. Here is your horoscope for May 2025. Hello, my shining stars, beautiful Capricorns. I hope you will enjoy this drone footage and the blossom season that we shot in Vancouver, in British Columbia, Canada. And of course, dear Capricorns, May rolls in like an architect with the blueprint from the stars, ready to renovate your life from the ground up. This month blends soul work with structure and whispers. Let go of the weight that is not yours. Let's walk through this cosmic calendar step by step. From May 1st to May 12th, Uranus conjuncts Algol in your 5th house. This shakes up the core of how you love, create, and express joy. Shocking revelations in romance or sudden inspirations in creative projects might show up. It's electric and raw, and it's asking you to risk vulnerably in exchange for liberation. Love with wild honesty. Show your world a face without a filter. This is your soul's stage. Own it. I have a separate video about the fixed star Algol on my channel. Please check it out. On May 2nd, Venus conjuncts Neptune in Aries in your 4th house. House of home, family, comfort, security, traditions, and your roots. Soft moments wash over your personal life. You feel nostalgic. You might receive gifts or income connected with the real estate, rent, land, or anything connected with your family and relatives. But be cautious. Neptune casts fog as easy as magic. Don't idealize people who've hurt you before. If they will come and ask for money, they will act the same way as they've done in the past. So nevertheless, when you feel the love, stay grounded with one foot on the ground. From May 4th to June 1st, Pluto retrogrades in Aquarius in your financial house. House 2, it's money, value, security, and your talents. This is not about numbers, it's about self-worth. Old money fears may surface, but Pluto says transform from inside. Dismantle those scarcity spells and build your worth from soul gold. May 10th, Mercury enters Taurus, bringing clarity to your house 5. It's children, inspiration, passion, art, and joy. You're thinking creatively, expressing your heart more clearly. Messages, ideas about love or inspiration could spark a major decision, even relocation. It's the house of performance. You might receive the contract, you might receive the gifts connected with possessions and money that will bring you joy. It's the time for you to perform, to visit different places, parties that will bring you joy. If you need to say something to the world, say it real and say it bold. On May 12th, a powerful full moon rises in Scorpio in your 11th house of community, friendship, dreams, and networks. And it's not ordinary full moon. It links to the black moon Lilith with Mercury squares Pluto and opposing Lilith. A social truth gets exposed. Maybe a friendship ends, or you feel called to leave a collective. Maybe you decide to leave a church or the country where you lived, or community or club, group. This is the moment to shed false connections, hypocrisy, and realign with those who you see, who you really are. Let go of crowds that dull your sparkle. It's the full moon of liberation. Maybe you will give up the business, online business that doesn't bring you any income. On May 15th and 16th, the Sun conjuncts Algol in Taurus in 26 degrees, shaking up your 5th house again. A spotlight is cast on love, expression, or your role as a parent or an artist, performancer. Whether it's a moment of glory or crisis, it's real, and it makes it sacred. I have more information about Sun conjuncts Algol or other planets conjuncts Algol in my separate video. Please check it out. On May 17th, Sun meets Uranus in Taurus, still in your house 5. Unexpected breakthroughs. A project goes viral, and new romantic energy appears, or you suddenly want freedom more than security, and you can let yourself be spontaneous. It will bring you joy. May 20th, the Sun enters Gemini, lighting up your 6th house of work, health, routines, pets, and helpers. This is your shift into daily mastery. Time to focus on organization, systems, or maybe your well-being. Create structure that supports your soul, your health, not just your calendar. From May 23rd to May 24th, Mercury conjuncts Algol and then Uranus in Taurus in your 5th house again. Conversation may strike the foundations of love and creativity. Important decisions have to be made regarding pregnancy, children, or performances. Say what needs saying. An idea might feel risky, but it could be the lightning strike that sets your brilliance on fire. It can be a sudden inspiration of the mastermind scale that will help you to create the masterpiece that you will be known and will be your legacy. On May 24th, Saturn enters Aries in your 4th house. You'll spend the next couple years reconstructing your foundations. Emotional roots, family karma, and ancestral patterns now come into focus. It's time to become the elder you. Maybe somebody will become a parent. Stability will come, but first you'll need to face what's shaky, what needs to be stabilized, what needs to have discipline regarding your fertility or house, renovation, place of living, official documents, and females in your family. When Saturn comes into house 4, it's getting harder to sell the property or to buy one unless you're selling something to minimize the space where you live. And sometimes, especially if Saturn has a powerful role in your solar chart, Saturn can prevent people from becoming a parent because house 4 is house of family. It might be hard to get pregnant or to sell or buy real estate, or anything connected with rent and land might have obstacles or just stay on pause. It's very individual, it's not for everybody, but I've seen this picture in many charts of my clients when they couldn't sell a house until Saturn exited house 4. It's just an example. On May 25th, Mercury enters Gemini, joining the Sun in your house 6. Your mind shapes around daily habits, work efficiency, and well-being. This is a great time for planning new workflows or working with assistants, clients, nannies, caretakers. And if you're running the service-based business, you can expect clarity, fresh energy, or some great helpers, or maybe even relocation. Mercury in Gemini joining Sun can also bring the good news regarding health, healing. You might meet a great doctor, the right people in the right moment that can shift your future and change your dreams. On May 26, there is a new moon in Gemini in your house 6. Health, pets, work, additional responsibilities, and service. Plant your seeds here. Are you launching a wellness plan, starting a new job, hiring a helper, assistant, a nanny, wanting more balance in your workday, or needing to take better care of your body? This moon is your reset button, especially if you would like to get a pet or some good news regarding the health of your animals. This would be the time. Create rituals that honor your physical body and protect your peace. On May 29th, the Sun conjuncts Mercury still in your house 6. This is a moment of epiphany. You may release what needs to change in your routine or work life. You might find the words to ask for help or to delegate finally, not to overwork. Light dawns on the mundane and you realize your magic is your daily rhythm. Don't overlook the small things. They are building your kingdom. Dear friend, this May is about your daily revolution. Your house 6 has so many planets and alignments. Your inner artist wants to be unchained. Your foundation wants rebuilding. And your sacred service, it's ready to be reborn. Let your routine become a ritual. Let your work reflect your soul. And let your health to be your temple. Enjoy working with animals, because on this way you will discover unconditional love. Please leave a comment if it resonates within your soul. I wish you to have a wonderful month. See you soon. Hello, my shining stars, Aquarius. Here is your horoscope for May 2025. Hello, my shining stars, Aquarius. I hope you will enjoy this cherry blossom flight. And hello from British Columbia, Canada. This May is like a lightning storm over still waters. Sudden awakenings, unexpected truth, and deep inner renovations. You're awakening a tightrope between the past and the future, and with every step, the universe is whispering, it's time to evolve. Let's dive into the cosmic choreography just with you. From May 1st to May 12th, Uranus, your ruler, is conjunct the fixed star Algol in your 4th house of family, home, landlords, real estate, and inner emotional roots. This energy is raw, disruptive, and liberating. It could shake the family tree, awakening old memories, and push you to radical change of your living situation. But don't resist this discomfort. It's a fertilizer for your future foundation and for your beautiful garden of bloom roses. I have a separate video about Algol on my channel, please check it out. On May 2nd, Venus conjuncts Neptune in Aries in your third house. It brings soft, dreamlike energy to how you speak, write, and connect. You might get poetic, romantic, and feel inspired by music, books, or kind words. But be careful not to fall into too much illusion. Read between the lines. Mystical messages might come through a sibling or a dream. From May 4th to June 1st, Pluto is retrograde in your sign, dear Aquarius, in your first house. This is a personal transformation deep dive. You may feel like old patterns of your identity are burning away. Your image, your approach, your entire way of being, all of it is being sculptured by the fire of truth. On May 10th, Mercury enters Taurus in your fourth house. Now the focus shifts to practical tasks around your home, renovation, relocation, family, females in your family, or emotional safety and comfort. You may feel drawn to have grounding conversations or revisit plans for your living space. Write it down, speak it out, say what your heart needs. Also, Mercury might bring you news or information about rent, relocation, connections with landlords, or your family members. Maybe somebody will come and stay with you. On May 12th, there is a full moon in Scorpio that will be in your house of public image, reputation, and career. And it's joined by the black moon Lilith, while Mercury squares Pluto and opposes Lilith. Expect a climax in your professional world. Hidden tensions might surface, and career decisions could demand full integrity. This is the moment of own your power or walk away from anything that dims your light. You might make important decisions, and I have a separate video about the black moon Lilith that will stay in Scorpio until December 2025. I highly recommend you to check it out. On May 15th and 16th, the Sun conjuncts Algol in Taurus at 26 degrees, again in your house 4. This is the emotional undercurrents may rise. This might shake something within your family. Maybe a family secret might emerge, or your relationship with home, real estate, landlords, roots, rent, landlords, or motherhood gets redefined. You should face what's been buried, heal what's been feared. This is ancestral alchemy. On May 17th, the Sun meets Uranus in your fourth house. Unexpected changes in your living arrangements or emotional landscape. It might be uncomfortable, but it's your breakthrough. Trust the shakeup. It's time to rebuild your life. On May 20th, Sun enters Gemini, energizing your house 5. It's house of joy, romance, play, creativity, your personal business. This is your spark, inspiration. It's time to flirt, paint, dance, write love letters, or hang out with children. It's your inner child season. What does your child want? On May 23rd and 24th, Mercury conjuncts Algol and Uranus in the same house 4. So expect surprising news or communication involves home or family. Maybe you will need to relocate or change apartments, or your family will have to relocate. You might learn something shocking or suddenly decide to move, renovate, or cut ties. Listen to your intuition and don't suppress what is bursting through. On May 24th, Saturn, the planet of order, discipline, very spiritual planet, enters Aries in your house 3. Now it's time to bring structure to your communication, learning, mindset, ideas, logic. You'll be called to speak your clarity, study with intention, and maybe set boundaries with your siblings or your inner critic. Saturn also can bring the relocation, and it's a good time to do so because you're starting your new life and you can start with a discipline. This marks a cycle of mental mastery, and your words will carry weight. So avoid curse language. On May 25th, Mercury enters Gemini in your house 5, and you will be thinking creatively, expressing with charm. You will become more romantic, and you will have better news regarding things that brings you joy. Your words will sparkle. Use them to write, perform, pitch, or share something from your heart. Mercury is the planet of information, and House 5 is the house of kids, joy, performances, art, inspiration. On May 26, new moon in Gemini lands in your House 5. Again, house of romance, love, passion, children, and artistic birth. This is your invitation to start a love story, a new creative project, a new creative business, or reconnect with your inner joy and your inner child. Trying for a baby, starting a podcast, falling in love, fixing a new car, starting a new DIY project. This is a cosmic permission to begin. Speak from your heart and create without fear. On May 29th, Sun conjuncts Mercury in your house 5, and you get it. Suddenly a big picture clicks. A personal spring, a personal joy finally enters your life. You realize what needs to be said, made, or pursued. You understand how joy isn't frivolous, it's fuel. Let your passions speak for themselves. Dear Aquarius friend, this May is about radical inner renovation and joyful outer expression. You're upgrading your emotional roots and writing your new story, your tradition. Let yourself break free from the old emotional blueprints or family traumas. And when you do, your heart becomes the megaphone for a whole new creation. The personal spring and the house of joy starts. Please leave a comment if it resonates within your heart, and I hope I will have time to create more horoscopes for you in future. I wish you to have a wonderful month. See you soon. Hello, my shining stars, Pisces. I hope you will enjoy this beautiful cherry blossom season, and hello to you from British Columbia, Canada. May is your cosmic ocean, deep, wise, and filled with mysterious tides pulling you towards your purpose. This month blends fantasy with foundation, asking you to anchor your visions and ride the waves of transformation. So let's sail through your stars together. From May 1st to May 12th, Uranus conjunct Algol, shaking up your third house of ideas, thoughts, communication, learning, and siblings. Also can be roommates. You might feel like it's cracking with electricity, sudden insights. You might say something bold, receive shocking information, or break free from mental blocks. Let the lightning strikes, it brings genius with it. And Algol is the powerful fixed star in the constellation of Perseus, and if you have this star in your birth chart, watch my video about Algol star on my channel. It might change your perception of your future plans. May 2nd, Venus meets Neptune in your sign in the first house of self. This is a moment of magic, love, and mysticism flowing through you. You are the walking poem, dear Pisces friend. You may feel extra magnetic, sexual, creative, romantic, or inspired, but keep your feet on the ground. Neptune's mist is enchanting, but it can blur the lines. So do not fly super high. Do not trust the strangers. From May 4th to June 1st, Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius in your house 12. House of subconscious, dreams, endings, cleansing, addictions, secrets. or faraway lands. This is a shadow work on a soul level. You are being called to cleanse the past, confront karmic loops, and do deep emotional detox. Let go of what no longer serves your spirit. You are making space for true rebirth. From May 10th, Mercury enters Taurus in your third house. Grounded thinking arrives. You are more deliberate with your words, your writings, documents, and your learnings. This is a great time to study something practical or speak from your heart. You might create the new contacts that will be very prospective financially. Clear, honest conversations help healing misunderstandings. Mercury in house 3 also brings some ideas, trips, news regarding your transportation. It's a good time to buy a new car or to get your driver's license. On May 12th, there is a full moon in Scorpio that lights up your ninth house, your beliefs, spiritual journey, long-distance connections, exploration, foreigners, faraway lands, trips, travels, courts, laws, justice, and the house of publications and the second marriage. And this full moon is very turbulent because it has the background of Black Moon Lilith, with Mercury squaring Pluto opposing Lilith. So it's a truth bomb could drop, shifting your worldview. Perhaps you realize that a mentor or a guru or a priest isn't what they seemed, or a hidden truth in your spiritual or legal life emerges. Speak your truth and release what no longer aligns. And you might use the power of Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio for your benefits. How to do so? I show you in my video about the Black Moon Lilith that is available on my channel. On May 15th and 16th, Sun conjuncts Algol in Taurus, again in your third house. Your voice becomes a sword. That might be a time of confronting harsh truth or finally breaking a mental chain. Your words can liberate, heal, or shock. Choose them wisely. Also, I would recommend avoiding any extreme sports if you have Algol in your birth chart in the negative aspects. Please be extremely cautious because Algol can mean head traumas or head injuries. On May 17th, Sun meets Uranus in Taurus. So more surprising news, unexpected travels, or flashes of genius might light up your communications. This is a change in motion. Stay flexible and follow the spark. On May 20th, Sun enters Gemini, bringing personal spring in house of your home, roots, traditions, and emotional security. Your focus now shifts inward. You might want to nest, connect, or create a family, or reflect on where you truly belong. It's a beautiful time to write from the heart and share the stories from your past, to create a book, to receive the new documents, apply for passport or receive a new passport or ID, to relocate, and if you decide to relocate or renovate, it will bring you joy. From May 23rd to 24th, Mercury conjuncts Algol and Uranus in your house 3. So you can expect startling conversations, rapid-fire insights, or powerful words flying fast. You might uncover a family secret, launch a podcast, or cut off toxic communication or connections. This is electric honesty. Speak with your soul. On May 24th, Saturn enters Aries, entering your financial house, second house of money, values, and self-worth. This begins a long journey of financial discipline and value refinement. You are being asked, what are you really worth? Time to build solid ground under your dreams. From my experience, when Saturn entered my house too, my wage or salary was very minimized, but it was stable during the 3-year cycle of Saturn in my house too. May 25th, Mercury enters Gemini, joining the Sun in your 4th house. Now you're ready to talk about emotions, family, and what makes you feel safe. You might journal more, chat with siblings, or reconnect with your roots. Mercury brings good news regarding anything connected with place of your living, official documents. Just remember that your words nourish now. Let them flow. It's a wonderful time to start manifesting the reality that you want. On May 26th, there is a new moon in Gemini, also in your house 4. It's a fresh emotional foundation, perfect for moving, redecorating, reconnecting with a family, or beginning a home-based project, DIY project. Plant seeds of safety, joy, and soulful connection. Build your own sanctuary. And also filter people that you let in. May 29th, Sun conjuncts Mercury in your house 4. Suddenly, clarity arrives. You know where you belong, what you feel, and how to express it. This is a beautiful day to speak your heart and start a heart-centered new chapter. When Sun conjuncts Mercury in your house 4, you might have a great chance to conceive a child or an idea that financially will be very lucrative, especially if these ideas connect with land, comfort, security, safety, females in your family, and documents. Dear Pisces friend, this May is your bridge between the mystical and the material. You're closing deep chapters, finding your voice, and creating new foundations of emotional truth. After traveling the world, you're ready to settle, to nest, and to create your new traditions, your new home. Let your heart speak and your soul rest, and your spirit dream a structure into being. Leave a comment if it resonates within your heart. I wish you to have a wonderful, joyful month of May. Goodbye.